Hey guys.
Hey, what's up? David, is your mic working? Oh, he sounds very weak on the mic.
Oh, is it? Hold on a minute.
There you go. You got it.
Okay. So today I'm here with Jason DeCanio and
Ooh.
Jason Kelly.
Hi. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on? We got two JJs and a D. Hey, JJD, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for this update video here for today, it's gonna be a little bit different. Because on my episode 88 of 3000, I announced that we are doing a network about you know of what my plan to make a big change to my channel for 2023. But however, that was for a special event. I just wanted to announce that at the beginning of the show. But I want to do a separate announcement video to talk about what exactly our plan is for the David3000 Network as for the changes. So, I'm gonna give you guys to Jason Kenyon here for um the introductions to the David3000 Network info.
Yep. Well, so far what I've got is pretty much we're working to launch hopefully something in January. Sooner the better. Put all of you guys' programs in one channel. That means my whatever shows that I do, whether they be on YouTube or Anchor or Spotify, it doesn't matter. You can take your shows, give them to David, and he'll put them on that big 3000 network. And that way you'll have a place on YouTube to not only gain views that the channel's going to get, but then everybody's going to want to subscribe to your own individual channel. So for all you big subscribers out there, ones who have lots of subscribers, great. But for those who don't have a lot of subscribers like me, and maybe even Jason Kelly, I don't know how many subs you had on your channel previously, but
Mm-hmm.
it's going to work out for everybody where everybody's going to want to subscribe to everybody's individual channels. No one is going to have to, you know, get rid of their channel. There's no, we're not trying to buy you out. That's the whole thing. So for all those people who are skeptical about it, and I do mean skeptical, you're not going
Right.
to have to change anything that you do on your channel. All you're doing is giving David permission to put your program on his network.
Right.
We can have one big channel to watch all the content we want and be really a big that's the whole thing, is to be a big network YouTube channel that's not only protected by troll, from trolls and everything, but we're going to have a lot of variety programs. So those in the game show world, stick with what you're doing. I'm a history program podcaster. JK's got, he's the interviewer, and David, he's in the game show world, plus he's got a lot of other things. We all have a little variety here, and anybody with a program who wants to join the David3000 Network can do it. You're not under contract. But if you don't want to submit any more shows, then whatever you have is what you have, and that series will come to an end on the network. Your series will continue on your original programming channel, but you will not have any more new shows unless you decide to submit to David. So that's the idea that we're trying to go with.
Right.
So basically, the idea for 2023 is that we want the David3000 Network to be a network like television, where full of variety of content is on the platform. And what Jason said, if you guys are um, wanting to get subscribers, if you guys are wanting to get the views, then all you have to do is ask me, privately, if you want to put your show on my channel so that way I can promote yours, and so that way that can get your show, attracted.
Audio.
because um in order for if you want to get more subscribers, more views, if you want to do that, well, all you gotta do is ask me if you want to put your show on my channel of any videos that you want. So that way you get your channel the subscribers and the views that you need. While I'm helping promoting that channel as we are collaborating, the videos that you have, so that way you can attract the views.
That's exactly right. What he's saying is we're all going to promote each other's channels. So even though that we don't know personally and we have never seen before, we're going to promote you on our own shows. We're going to say a
Yes.
spiel or something of sort to get everybody to say, oh, the next program that's coming up after me is da 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 da, whoever it is, like I would say, and up next is J30JK coming up after Jay's Retro Toys and Games, or vice versa. So it kind of
Yeah.
makes you get interested into the next programming because everybody's going to have that little promoted spiel at the end of their program. Now, of course, older episodes like what 30JK has from 9 years ago, in order for that to happen, he would have to re-edit every one of them. That's a lot of re-editing. So
Yeah.
what excuse me, what he's going to have to do is he's going to have to put a disclaimer plug toward the end of his program and say that little spiel for each one that he submits to David. But he's going to do that like once a week.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have to do it. He wouldn't have to do it. He would do it for every episode, but once he's ready to submit it to David, all he'd have to do is put a little bit of an audio file right at the end and balance that in. Yeah, he can do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And basically what I want to do is make this channel like a variety of content for you all to enjoy, like whenever you're not doing anything, whenever you're having a bad day, just to make it a better day. And that's basically what I'm trying to do, and also help each other out, because there are people out there on YouTube that only have, like, for example, maybe over 200 subscribers.
Right.
Yep.
They have low 200 subscribers. I've been doing this. I've been building this channel from the ground up since 2019. I've done it pretty much whatever I can by myself for me to get this 800 plus subscribers that I have right now. Almost at 900 people. Almost at 900 subscribers. And I really hope I could get that next month or whenever the time comes. But the thing is, I want to help people grow. I want to help people get the subscribers they need.
Sort of like a
Because
pull forward kind of thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so that's basically what the idea is here. Because in order to make that happen, all you guys have to do is ask me to whatever videos you want to put me on this channel. I'll make sure to put it on there by the deadline once a week. And also about every week as well. I will make a promo video on Sundays or Saturday nights of what's going to happen next week on the channel. So that way everybody can see, oh, this seems interesting. Let me check that out later on.
Well, and the thing is if we get enough programs, we're going to have a channel lineup just like you would see on your cable box when you hit the guide. You've got that lineup of channels, but in this case, one channel is going to bring you however many shows per
Yeah.
week. Yep.
And if your YouTube show has old episodes that are just dead right now, feel free to send it to me so that way I can renew them. So that way I can promote it however you want for the channel or for whatever new videos that you have right now. It's basically called attraction.
Yep. and with 30 JK, with his episodes being almost 9 years old, and he's got 101 of them, he won't have to make any new episodes until he gives you all 101 episodes to upload, because it would be better for him to do that and resurrect the archives, because there's some great interviews from the people he's interviewed over the course of those 9 years, including myself. So, there might be touchy issues. There might be some touchy episodes, but I guarantee you, there was all, JK, great interviewer.
Thank you.
Yes, he is.
Oh yeah,
and I'm actually impressed of how many people that he's gotten over the past decade.
mm-hmm.
For those people that just saw the recent trailer, I uploaded the Popcorn Panel podcast, which is basically a podcast my friends talk about movies. The reason why I wanted to have the show on the David3000 Network channel, because I want to help Victor out, get the experience, and get the platform that he needs, and I wanted to help him with the show. That's why we have it on the David3000 Network, because the Popcorn Panel is basically where I was on the chat, on the group chat, and I saw my fellow friends talking about movies, and I thought, what, that would be a great podcast idea, and that's how it basically came to be. And I'm helping him, get the. Our show has been very successful this far in 2022. If we look at the views, we're getting 100 views, 200 views. It's been very successful, and and thanks to the premieres as well. Next year, I'm going to be doing more premieres for this network.
In other words, 3000 Jazzy Jason and yours truly, JK.
Yo,
Yes.
the trifecta.
Yes. So, Jason, want to add on to that? Jason DeCanio.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. With the launching of his new channel, I'm going to be resurrecting those old Queens New Yorker episodes back on the YouTube, because all I had to do, I have them archived and saved on Anchor and Spotify. I can just take them, download them, re-edit them with some updated pictures, and make it a brand new channel, a brand new series, and bring it back. It's gonna be 218 episodes long. But in this case, remember, the Queens New Yorker has been on for 8 seasons, so we're going to be looking at the first run shows with JK's announcing. That's
from Astoria to the Rockaway.
That's right. But he even had a louder, when he introduced me, he went, DeCanio! And then he kind of toned it down a little bit as he was getting older.
Right. Right.
He really brought an emphasis to the show. The first, I would say, I don't know, 50, 60 episodes. Yeah.
Like I said, if you have any old, like I said, if you have any old archive shows that you don't use anymore, just ask me if you want them to put them back on as repeats.
Yep. I would love to launch the Queens New Yorker again on YouTube without having interference from the psychotic trolls that took me off the first time. And I know JK was there when that happened. So.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Which
those are not nice at all.
Nope.
And we're gonna take, if it does happen, then I would just hit the block.
And me.
But Jason, would you like to tell people that you're also going to add your brand new radio show next year, because the Jason DeCanio show is no more?
That's right. We're going to be doing the Legends of Smooth Jazz next year, starting in January. So I'm hoping to bring that to YouTube. You won't hear the artist's music due to copyright, but remember, my show has all of Nick Jones's music, which I'm free to use. So free use. I have many intros from Mr. Instrumentalist himself over the course of 12 years. So I have a lot to use. Oh, yeah. A lot of tracks I can add and put intros and outros in there and do it that way. And if JK wants to lend his voice to the intro for that, come up with an opening spiel for me and surprise me for Christmas, hey, more the merrier. You're more than welcome to it, JK. You know that.
Thank you.
If you got the lines and the time, the damage will be done.
I will bring it. I will bring it.
He will bring it. Yes, he will. Oh, yes.
Tell us about like what you do on your radio show and like where are you gonna do it? What platform?
Oh, you mean the jazz show?
Yeah.
The Legends of Smooth Jazz is going to basically be talking about those who have passed on and those who are still alive doing their stuff today of the genre of jazz and smooth jazz. So you're talking Miles Davis, you're talking Buddy Rich from the drumming sections. They're the big band eras from the 40s all the way up to today's standards of jazz music. There's an 80-year history of it, and we're going to cover all 80 years of it over the course of however many episodes. We hope to get a lot of followers, and even if you're not interested in smooth jazz music or jazz music, you should be interested at least in the history of that person and what they contributed to the music industry, because it's changed over the course of 80 years. We've come a long way, folks, and we've got a lot of history to cover. And I don't think there's enough people out there covering this history. It's the same thing like I told everybody 8 years ago. There was not enough people covering Queens. Not enough people covering the Bronx or, the 5 boroughs. Everybody's doing these things, but I don't see enough of the channel and that niche.
Oh,
Brooklyn, same thing. And say if JK wanted to do stuff on Dallas, he could do that. Or he could do Houston. He could do all of Texas if he wanted to. Or go back to his Milwaukee roots,
Right.
Whatever you want to do, man. There's history there, and he presented it in a way that was totally different from everybody else. He wouldn't be copying, someone else's format. And if he was, he'd try to change it up in a way that it wasn't the same presentation. You know what I mean?
I keep it original.
That's right. Keep it real. Yeah. Keep it honest. Keep it simple, stupid. Kiss.
Like he said. Yeah.
Be honest, be real, and keep it simple, stupid. Kiss. And don't be a nut. Yeah, you go. Yeah, it's it. I remember I put that in the spiel one time. Oh my God. That was terrible.
By the way, I remember people like back then wants to host a game and sometimes don't even film it themselves. Why not? Feel free to ask me if you want to put it on the channel. Because if you don't have the time to what happened?
JK's doing a little tongue action there.
Oh.
What are you doing, man? You enjoying me watching me eat peanut butter pretzels, so you want some? Yeah.
I was doing a little Simmons impression.
I'll feed you through the screen, man. There you
go. But like I said, if there's people that want to do their own game show, feel free to ask me privately, and we'll just do it from there, because we want to help people, each other grow here. 2023 is going to be the content for the fans, and also for the people that support us.
I like that motto, man. That's a good one. And also too, to those who have got millions of subscribers over the course of the decade, and we're talking back when Facebook just was first coming out, 2009 to 2010, just about the time I was showing up on the platform. Here's a chance for everybody to expand a little more into areas where you didn't think you were going. Let's get you out of your comfort zone a little bit. This channel is going to be the place where you can have safety and peace of mind knowing your content is going to be looked at by everybody.
Right.
And get the views that it solely deserves.
See, I've been interviewing a lot of people like Kathleen Bradley, Dean Goss. There's a lot of people I've been interviewing. Stone City Band, Rick James's band. Randy West from Supermarket Street and Price is Right Live, and of course Price is Right, and Burton Richardson, Family Feud, Price, Russian Roulette, all that. Arsenio!
Where he got that's where he got all of his wonderful announcing for all the things he's done for me over the course of 12 years, 13 years.
I love Burton Richardson. He is a very, very cool dude. And so is Paul Bolin, of course, too. Paul Bolin, he's the guy that does all the impersonations, Barney Fife and Kermit the Frog, and he used to do Price is Right and Match Game with Michael Berger, the man who always makes it all happen. Your host, Michael Berger, all here on Match Game. That Paul Bolin.
Yeah. You have anything else you want to say to that, Jason? Because I think with this video, we'll get the people the better idea that we can make that they'll know what we are going and making this project happen. And like I said, if you guys want me to make any changes to like the video or something to make the channel guideline, the channel guide content, I mean, this is going to be the place for it. You have anything you want to add to that?
Me personally, or JK?
Both, but I'll start with you.
Start with me first. Like I said, this is just another opportunity to work with David and his great crew. Because I'm already announcing for him. Yeah, I mean, Jason Kelly has inspired me to make announcements. And what do you think of my work so far, bro?
So far, you're doing pretty well.
I know. I have. I don't have that high. That Arsenio. I don't have that Burt Richardson-esque, but I have that kind of like that Gene Wood kind of Johnny Olsen. Kind of repertoire in the announcing. But it's another chance for me to get an opportunity to do different areas and not just host programs, but I like announcing. Sometimes I like announcing more than hosting. It's like, it's one of the...
Bless you.
Thank you. Pardon me. Like I said, I'm coming off the tail end of a cold. Gives me an opportunity to just kind of take a little break from hosting and help everybody else do their, with their shows. So that's the idea is that if we all get together and, this is the start of 3, I would like to see a little bit more of a team of 6 be the core people of the 3000 network. You know what I mean?
So 30JK, anything that David does, anything that you do, and then both of other sofas and all that kind of stuff. Bring it on.
And actually,
Rant and all that.
Technically, there's 4 with Victor with the popcorn panel, even though because he's the main host of it, so I guess you could say 4. With me, you, 2, and Victor. And I guess you could say Brian Martin as well with Super Password, right?
Yeah.
So
I was going to ask you when the second season of Super Password was going to start up again because I need to get the announcements.
We'll probably start filming again, maybe by maybe in January we'll start filming. I'll have to think about it. But we are going to be launching the next episodes in the summer, of course. But I mean, it really depends, of course. So probably we'll start filming in January, and then we'll probably upload them in the summertime.
Cool.
Summertime is going to be crazy because we got Super Pass coming in summertime. We got Funny Years to Ask coming as well, and Family Feud. Those will be going to be the game shows coming up. Um, so there's a little announcement there, right there, people.
You know what? I
So
want to announce Family Feud. I want to announce for that show. I want to give it all I got.
I think you'd be
right,
perfect for it.
yeah. So you have anything you want to add, Jason? What would you like to tell the people? Like, how did you first start of making this idea happen? Like how, like where you were, like when you were, like how did you first came up with this idea?
Well, the thing that kind of got me thinking about this is that here I am, a content creator for YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, and I am, reaching an audience that's interested in it. But the thing that I'm trying to figure out is I really want to get back on YouTube, and how to do that. It's hard because, you really have to be really talented on something that the people want to watch. The having my content
Yeah,
shows that are more towards the older generation, which is fine. I don't mind targeting that age range, but I figured, why not mix up my shows with everybody else's shows, and we have a variety channel that we can, put our stuff on, and it'll be protected. And like I said, all of us have, I think all of us in some way, shape, or form have back episodes of stuff we did, 5 to 10 years ago, like I do. Then I know,
yeah,
like with Jason Kelly, and the same thing with Eric Lima and Jordy. These are opportunities for everybody to submit their old programming, bring it back, because it was good content and it still is good content, and you just freshen it up a little bit, and we can have a channel here that is home to classic content. There you
yeah.
go. Like Me TV, even though Me TV is all, retro shows. Same
Right.
thing with Cozy TV and all those. These are the channels that you see now on your cable lineup. And I'm thinking that's the way to go, is to bring back old shows that we've done in the past, however long that was, because I like to see the material again be resurfaced on a channel that not only we can, put our new stuff on there, but our old stuff will have a chance to resurrect itself. Because
Right.
we are doing, eventually we're doing so many shows at so many times that I'd like to see your back episodes, and instead of going all the way back in your channel, trying to get back to that very first video, I can now
Right.
go to David's channel, get all of our views are going to go up quick. And, and if you're in for the monetization of it too, you may make a little money in this case. I don't know how we'll distribute the funds, but whatever money is out there, each show will get a portion. I guess we'll get a portion of the revenue. I'm not sure how to get it divvied, but we'll have to see what it is. But you could make some pretty good money if you've got a great content show like JK has. 30 JK with that Kathleen Bradley episode. That thing's going to get some views, baby.
Yeah, man.
That first show, liquid gold, boy. Liquid gold.
Yeah, boy.
So that's the idea. That
And
just was floated around in the old idea, and I said, why not? Because here's an opportunity to work with David. We're already working, and if you haven't worked with David yet, he's a great guy. He is the boss. He is the boss that can get things done.
yeah,
Yeah.
And I definitely agree with you,
and
DeCanio.
like
3000 is a very good dude.
Oh yeah.
yes,
And hey, thank you for giving me this opportunity, 3000.
you're welcome. And like I said, like the videos next year, they're mostly going to be premiere events now. I'm thinking about doing that. making all my videos premiere events. You know what premiere events are, right? Jason DeCanio. Oops.
Tell you,
Here he is.
I left the sorry about that.
So basically, what I was trying to say, you know what YouTube premiere events are, right, Jason?
I think I've heard of them, but you have to refresh me on.
Basically, what it is that you have the live chat, but instead of what the video is actually, it's not streaming live, but it's basically like showing the video from the start. Like it's basically, I get like it's like a premiere. Basically, you interact with the live chat while the video is being shown. It's not a live stream. It's kind of like that, but it's basically the video itself.
Okay.
But with a live chat.
Okay.
So that's basically what it's about, and that's what I'm planning to do next year and start with that. And also about next year, you guys are gonna also see me have a different schedule for the channel as well, because I am basically making changes for both social media and my life, and in order to do that, this David3000 Network plan will help. So that's what basically is going to happen, and it's going to be a blast. It's going to be a lot of fun, and also I'll be doing a lot of gameplay videos next year as well to fill up the network guy, and of course I will still do my 10,000 Hangouts show every week.
Are you going to do more interviews?
I do hope so. I just have to look into some people I can find, because I've been slacking on that.
Yeah. Well, what the thing about it is because with you launching the network channel, and like JK, you're going to be another interviewer where you're going to have your hangouts and everything. You're going to want to interview everybody in the content on the channel on and have it as an episode for your show as well, because then they get a chance to really fully ask interactive questions about their content, their channel, how they started. It'll be like a live it'll be a one-on-one, really. Yep.
Mr. Kelly, do you want to help me get any people to book for my interviews, that is, because I know you've been doing that for the past decade.
That'll be interesting. Let me see what I can do.
Okay, because I can, I've been wanting to do interviews for a long time myself, but it's just, tricky to find, very good people, because I've been doing that for the past decade.
Right.
It's all about the process.
All I can tell you, all I can say about that is, try to look for people online, because that's where most of the people are at anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Indeed. And possibly do research as well but research can take a long time to figure out.
Right. And the most accessible people are the ones online.
Yep.
Like yours truly. And some other people,
JK makes a very good guest and an interviewer at the same time. He can play dual roles if he needs to.
Yeah.
He's an all-around versatile guy, and we love him.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Jazzy. I got to get out of here, man. It's nice to see you guys. It's nice to have me here. But hey, like I always say, horns up, head up, keep your chin up, because that's what true Blue Devils always do, all day, all night, all the time. And until I see you guys anywhere, God bless you, God love you, God keep you, and I will see you on the flip side. And always remember, imparting, it's a JK thing, sissy. We love you.
Yeah. And here's 2 peanut butter pretzels for you, bro. Yum, 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 yum.
All right, man. See you guys later.
Later, bro. Have a good night.
Peace.
Peace.
See There goes Mr. Kelly, ladies and gentlemen.
That was good. Very good.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Um,
one more thing I wanted to kind of mention that I didn't when you asked me about deadlines and stuff. What we're talking about, folks, is that when we launch the channel, whenever that official date's going to be, you're going to have to submit your show 1 week prior to that official launch date if you want to get into the first week of shows.
okay.
Yeah. So let's say we pick a date of, let's say we do January 1st, which would be a Sunday. So if anybody wants to be on that Sunday lineup, we would literally have to have your show by Christmas Day, by this Sunday, in order to get it uploaded on the channel. That's if we was going to launch it. I don't know if they would have official launch date that you're going to.
It should be January 1st.
It's going to be January 1st.
Yeah.
Okay. So for everybody who wants to get in that week of January 1st, has to get all of their programming submitted by Christmas Day. I know that's going to be a lot because we're all with family and friends. But if you truly want to start your programming on that date, get it to him. And then just tell him, I want it on this day, or I want it on Monday, Tuesday, whatever. I mean, even though it's, it's tight knit, I think we ought to just launch it January 8th. What do you think? Because January 1st is coming so quick. I think January 8th might be better because it's Sunday, I was just thinking about that. Everybody could be out of town and not have a chance to submit your shows, What do you think?
Yeah.
January 8th is a Sunday. It's 1 week after,
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure about that, honestly. Can we try January 1st of what we have?
We can.
Yeah.
But it's going to be tight because we're 4 days to Christmas. We're literally 4 days to Christmas. And if everybody was going to get, I mean, how many people do you know are going to submit shows to you by Sunday?
Well, I mean, I know there's you chasing it. What do you call it? Mr. Kelly, but the popular panel is pretty much, we do it whenever. But
well, in my case, I know for a fact that I'm not going to be here in town this weekend for Christmas. I know that, but what I can do is get my shows submitted to you for January 8th. I mean, I can now, like I said, folks, he's going to launch the channel on January 1st. If you want to be part of that, that's great. But if you want to take some time and get all your shows together and come on the next week, you can do that.
Yeah.
We'll find some programming for it to work for that first week. No problem. No harm done, as they say. Okay.
I just think January 1st is more fitting because it's the start of the new year and it's on Sunday.
Yeah, I totally understand where you're going with that. I'm not questioning that, but I'm just saying I don't expect a lot of people to submit unless you got some people who already submitted to you. That's great, but I know for a fact that if they're leaving town, they ain't gonna have access to a computer unless they go submit it by their phone.
Yeah.
No. Me personally, I myself, even though I'm part of the crew of the channel, I myself am going to launch my stuff. The Queens New Yorker will launch itself on January 8th. It will come back to YouTube on January 8th. I'm making that announcement right now. There you go.
That's right.
All my shows are going to be coming back January 8th. Huh?
And you can tell Mr. Kelly that as well.
Oh, yeah. I'll let him know in the private chat. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Yeah. And honestly, I think this is going to be a great change because I've been thinking about big change for a while, and this is something that I am ready to do. Because I am willing to help anybody with their content. And also, every time someone sends me the video, I'll definitely make sure to give credit where it's due at
you're gonna put disclaimers in there
in the video itself and the description.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's gonna make you the number. In fact, guys, that's what David's gonna do. It's gonna make your show the number one priority of that time slot. Whenever that, if you want your show in a specific time slot on that specific day, you have to be very exact as to when you want that show on. You submit it to him by the deadline, but you say when you submit it in an email or in a private message or however you're going to do it, you say, this is what I want. These are the 3 days in the week that I want. And if it's specifically for that time slot, great. Or if I'm open to a time slot, whatever the case. We'll figure out a way to get everybody's show in a slot time that's beneficial to the channel, and know that you can still have your show whenever you want, because your channel's still there and it's not going away anytime soon.
That's right. And this is gonna be a blast.
It'll run slowly for a little while, but we figure out give it 6 months, and I think everybody will start jumping on the bandwagon when they when they say, "Hey, I want to come on this show." Well, I mean, everybody's skeptical at first. I totally understand that. The point of the matter is you guys all have great content out there. You do. You all work hard to put great shows on your channel day in and day out. And here's an opportunity for you to put all your good shows that you have strong following and strong, viewership. Here's an opportunity to put it on a big network that's going to get a lot of airtime and be, and constantly, continually being uploaded will be shows of different genres and different content and variety. And we're going to make it the everybody's channels. Be like an everything bagel, It's got everything.
Yeah. And also, I think for this time, only, the deadline, I have all the time right now. I think the deadline should be December 30th at night, because I can honestly, for January 1st, start getting the episodes, the shows up, the morning before. And then after that, we can start doing it like the original deadline plan is, right? Basically, the week prior.
Right. And like I said, if you've got shows specifically for Christmas or specifically for the seasons or for the holidays, if you guys have done any holiday shows, these are the times to actually get them into those holiday specific schedules and weeks and deadlines that David's got planned for next year.
So you don't mind if for this time only we have the deadline be December 30th?
December 30th. If you want to get into the January first week of launch date, get all your stuff submitted by December 30th. Actually, you can even go up to December 31st, which is New Year's Eve. Either way.
I was thinking the night before New Year's Eve. That way, on New Year's Eve, I can have the time to get.
Oh, okay. All right. So December 30th is better for him. There you go. But December 30th, hope to see you guys there, because it's only going to get better from here on out. We're going to make this channel work, and with your help and continued support, we'll get there.
Since the deadline is now the 30th, would you like to start on the first week?
Yep. I can get you my first shows for each one of my shows submitted by December 30th. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Yeah. And like I said, this is your opportunity to make a content better as well.
Yep.
And if you have any shows from the past that archived, all you're gonna do is ask me. I'll look at it, and we'll just go from there. And I can honestly, as well, if you guys want that certain episode of a
I
show.
am mine.
If you guys want a certain episode of a show to have an encore, there's your opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
David's a real good editor himself, as you
yeah,
can see from the stuff that he's done over the course of the years of putting all of his game show stuff together.
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Um, and like I said, I'm trying to be more of a morning person. So I guess in the mornings I would just definitely try to make that episode happen. Just know that it really depends on what the show is. And if I like to edit it on my own time, then sure I will definitely do it. But then again, it's all about the time I have. So,
Yep.
um, and also what type of show it is as well. Um, so, uh, that's basically what the plan is. And also, heck, I might start possibly doing encores on my older game shows or podcasts. I just go back and say over here. Possibly do that to get new content.
Yep. Well, the like I said, it's going to be looking good no matter how we do it. But if everybody can cooperate, if we can get some great cooperation from everybody, you want to launch on the 1st of January, get that stuff in by December 30th, so that way David can put your show up on David3000 Network channel
Yes,
on YouTube. Yep.
fantastic.
Whoop. Oh, well, here I am, folks. Hi. I guess he decided to take himself out for a minute. I guess he was going to relaunch himself. Here he comes back.
How about now?
Oh, yeah. Now
Okay.
you're good. What happened, man? It's like it keeps fading in and out.
I don't know, but anyway, so that is going to be it for this uh announcement video here for today. Um, if you like this video, give it a like, leave a comment, and if you guys want to be part of the schedule, please message me privately and no cost, and I will definitely add you to the guide known as I gave it the green light, which will be definitely be something that you will enjoy being a part of the um being part of the network here. And for those who are wondering, if you guys see my channel credits look different for my game shows, that's because I don't want to keep repeat editing them, and also I want to keep it clean because there's going to be people to put their own shows on here, and I just felt like it's time to clean it out, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Um, but thank you all for watching, and um, I guess this is my own line: be yourself and be real.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep it simple, stupid. Yes.